With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Welcome back once again, race fans, here to the Turn 3 Racing Network. Tonight, Blown Piston Racing League presented by Banner Construction fires off the Clash Series right here in beautiful sunny Florida at the new Smyrna Speedway. 200 laps around this half-mile quick little track. Who's going to take the U.S. Veterans Pole Award here tonight? Who's going to get to victory lane? Will we be able to see a repeat winner for the first time this season? We'll have to wait to see how it all shakes on out. How you doing? How you feeling out there in TV land, race fans? Glad you could all join us here tonight. As always, Dave in the Cave bringing you all the calls from the track side. Qualifying already opened up. 5-minute qualifying session. 2 minutes off the stopwatch. We'll begin to roll out those qualifying times over there to the left-hand side of your screen just as we get them to you. Why don't we go ahead and pop a few of those drivers up on the scoring charts. Andrew Moore sits with the fast time tonight. 18:30 in qualifying brings that 77 Ford Mustang to the front of this field. Just a handful of drivers yet to put in their time lap. 15 of Jacob Drift, Kenny McCullough, and John Mankowski. Only 3 drivers not to put in a time lapse so far here. So as the music begins to fade away in the background, we're going to begin to see a little bit clearer picture on where the field is going to stack up and shake out for the start of tonight's race. But for the time being, the man of the moment, quick time in qualifying, Andrew Moore looks to snatch that U.S. Veterans Pole Award here tonight. And for all intents and purposes, with just 3 drivers left to go with a minute and a half left on the stopwatch, I'm not sure if anybody's going to dethrone Moore at the front of the field on top of the speed charts. Music going to go ahead and fade to the background now. And we'll begin to get ready to watch these drivers head back into the garage area and begin to try to ask the crew chiefs for a few subtle minor changes to set themselves up for this 200 lap race here tonight. 200 laps going to go by very quick at this short, fast little half-mile track. Timing and scoring charts and happy hour as well as suggested here in qualifying. Times running from about the low 18s to about the mid 19s. So 20-second laps here. And we should click off these 200 laps very quick. Stage number 1 going to come to an end on lap number 40. Stage number 2 tonight at lap 100. Who can walk away with the bonus points? Who can shape their season as we get closer to playoff time, closer to chase time just tonight, and 3 more nights before we go championship racing here with the Blown Piston Racing League Clash Series presented to you by Banner Construction. And with the final 10 seconds in qualifying, Andrew Moore gonna snatch that U.S. Veterans Pole Award, and that is gonna do it. That is gonna be official. Qualifying in the bag, Andrew Moore takes the top spot here tonight. We're going to step away for a brief commercial break, then head trackside for the national anthem as these drivers shake down the vehicles for the final time and get set to go. Green Flag Racing here tonight. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be back live with all your green flag action right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular their bombs bursting in air gave proof through
And back trackside as drivers begin to roll off of pit road to shake down the cars for the final time before we set the starting grid. Few of the drivers already making their way through the final pre-race inspection. So while we've got some time on our hands, why don't we go ahead and run down those official standings coming into tonight's race. Race number 7 here for the Balloon Piston Racing League's Class Series presented by Banner Construction, and your pole sitter sitting comfortably at the top of the championship standings, 84 points ahead of the competition. Andrew Moore locked in with 1 race win to his name already, multiple bonus points. He's leading in that column as well this season. Andrew Moore looks to pad his back pocket a little further here tonight. Tyler Davala right there running in second in the point standings. Jimmy McKee, Kevin Dick, and Jacob Drift. How about that 15? Drift not able to get to victory lane so far this season. With the top 5 that is dominated by race winners, only Drift and Davala are left out in the cold, have been left out of victory lane. How about Christopher McCulloch right there in 7th? Jim Thorndike, Anthony Hanley, Brandon Freeze rounding out your top 10. Freeze a little bit set far back, almost 200 points out of the points lead, but still with a solid chance to make his way into the championship. 16. Jason Branch, Jeremy Brooks, John Finley. That's where we're going to have to watch. Look at this battle right here around Andrew Mraz in that 14th position. You can go ahead and include, if you want, the next 3 drivers as well. So from Scott Wise all the way down to about 19th or 20th in the point standings, that's where it's going to be close. That's where we're going to have these heated battles over the next handful of weeks coming up here tonight at New Smyrna Speedway. Then the drivers jumping across the pond. And that's right, you heard it. We're jumping ponds here in the Balloon Piston Racing League. We're going to head over to Monza. You heard that right. We're heading to Monza for the oval track there. That's going to be... It's going to be interesting for a lot of these drivers, I can assure you that. Then we'll head to Texas and finish off the 10-week regular season at a Five Flags Raceway. That's going to be a barn burner as well. The final race in the regular season. You don't want to miss that. So if you haven't already, go ahead and click that subscribe button and smash the bell on the right-hand side. You won't have to write it down on your calendar. You'll get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. A lot of cars out there on track, shaking down the machines for the final few times. And we're going to get set to go green flag racing here very shortly. Looks like about 3.5 minutes or so before we get set to kick things off. So let's see. Let's hear who you've got out there in the chat. Who's the picks here tonight? Who's your favorites? We haven't really been to a track this small yet this season. Who will it be? Who's going to get the job done? We seen last week a handful of drivers with some trouble earlier this week in the truck series here with Blown Piston Racing League. We were at the iRacing Super Speedway, over 220 miles an hour for the truck series drivers. We seen a big one early in the race that really shaped the entire event. Will we see a big one here at New Smyrna? If something goes down, this track not all that wide, so it does tend to kind of log jam up a little bit, get congested, a little bit of a parking lot if we've got about 4 or 5 drivers involved in one on-track incident. So we'll keep our eyes peeled for that. We'll see who gets to victory lane here tonight at New Smyrna Speedway in race number 7 for the Balloon Piston Racing League's Class Series, brought to you by Banner Construction. Beautiful action shots from around the track. We do appreciate all the hard work by the men and women back at the Turn 3 headquarters, putting some of these great cameras out there to catch all of the action possible here at New Smyrna Speedway. And a name that we haven't seen on the entry list here tonight is the driver that went to victory lane last week. So it doesn't look like we'll have a repeat winner here this week in the Blown Piston Racing League's Class Series. Anthony Keys not making the trip down here to beautiful sunny Florida for tonight's race. So it looks like Keys will not have the opportunity to go back-to-back visits to victory lane. The final about minute or so here remaining for these drivers to sort these machines out, because once the race starts, all you can do is just change the tires and add a little bit of fuel. No changes allowed on pit lane. So this short, brief little interchange between qualifying and race, very important for the drivers to get the changes done in and relay the information to the crew chiefs. We're down to just 30 seconds remaining on the stopwatch, and drivers will begin to hit the starting grid. Whoo, looky there. Whoa, somebody's going to need a backup. I believe that was the 88 of Anthony Hanley, who may have had some massive damage right there in that machine. He's going to pull the back up real quick, throw the setup in. It won't be any worse for the wearer. He'll get out there and have a good night at it, no matter what. Kevin Bulkma, how about that? He's running well here tonight in this happy hour little session. Jeremy Brooks up at the top of the speed charts. Kevin Dick always up there as well, the fast 52. Top of the speed charts right before these drivers begin to hit the starting grid, making their way through. Final pre-race inspection. We'll jump closer to the track and we'll get ready and set for tonight's starting lineup. It's going to be a barn burner here tonight. 2 stages, one coming out. Stage number 1 going to come out and end at lap number 40. The custom paints and die cast stage number 2 will be closed down at lap 100, leaving 100 laps to race to the checkered flag. It's going to be a fast-paced night. You can assure yourselves that. And as those bells begin to ring in the background, you know those sounds, you know that it's time to run down tonight's starting lineup for race number 7 here at New Smyrna Speedway for the Blown Piston Racing League's Class Series, presented to you by Banner Construction. Inside row number 1, your points leader, your U.S. Veterans Pole Award winner, the 77 of Andrew Moore. Kevin Dick going to line up just to his outside. 13 of Jim Thorndike will slot in that third position with Tyler Davala just to his outside. Back in row number 3 here tonight, Anthony Keys and Jason Branch. Andrew Mraz and Max Williams back in row 4. Row number 5 tonight from New Smyrna Speedway, the 53 of Jeremy Brooks and the 26 of Michael Shaw. Jimmy McKee, Ryan Nicoletta back in row 6. Row number 7 here tonight belongs to Christopher McCullough and Gary Wells. Scott Wise, Brandon Staub back in row 8. Row 9 tonight, Corbin Simmons and Aaron Cooper. Brandon Fries and Jacob Williams round out your top 20. Anthony Hanley back there in 21st. The rest of the running order looks a little something like this as we get set to go green flag racing. This time around, pace car lights are off. To make that left-hand turn, music will begin to fade, and we will get ready to fire things off as green flag flies for the first time here tonight at New Smyrna Speedway. Off to a good jump is that 77 down on the inside of the racetrack. Kevin Dick back there in second. Now Jason Branch moves to third. 13 of Thorndike grabs fourth. A lot of movement, a lot of action on lap number 1. Scott Wise gains 3 positions up to the 12th spot, up another 2 positions back behind him. There you see Jacob Williams. He's up from 20th to 18th. Now make that 17th as he grabs another spot. Things sorted out up here at the front. Let's jump back here at the back where we're 2, 3 wide at times. John Finley, Kevin Blokman, Tyler Davala all going at it on the speedway. As we taking a look now at Andrew Moraz making his way down on the bottom of the racetrack. He's going to grab a position away from Anthony Keys. Keys in the 14 Serve Pro machine going to slide back 2 positions. 7th on the speed charts now. Michael Sham right behind him. 53 of Jeremy Brooks in 9th with Jimmy McKee rounding out your top 10. Oh, in contact, and around goes a driver. Thorndike into the wall and around. Looks like the 53 of Jeremy Brooks was involved as well. Let's go back and check the replay. Let's go back and see how it all went down. Oh, there you can see Jason Branch into the outside wall. Jim Thorndike looking to the inside and up the track and just into the side of the 22. Oh, and there's the 26 coming in a little bit late. Michael Sham catching a piece of that one, piece of the action a little bit late. Whoa, the 7 from Tyler Davala. Almost a real bad night there, and Thorndike's just got to keep it locked. Oh, my gosh. Did you see Christopher McCullough? Boy, how cleaned both their clocks right there. That was pretty close. And how about that for all of you gamers out there? We're going to get an up-close look at this one. How about it? You got to take a look at this paint scheme here. We'll jump back live and try to get to that paint scheme for you. Check out Christopher McCullough's, man. Escape from Tatarov. And yeah, we all know Dave has problems saying certain words, so we're just not going to bother him about that one, okay? Well, the Superior Templating caution flag flies for the first time here tonight on lap number 6. Will anybody elect to come to pit road? I would expect that only drivers involved in that on-track incident will head towards pit road. So we will head to the front of the field, back with your race leader, your pole sitter, your points leader, the 77 of Andrew Moore. Moore also right now with that New Age Limited Speed Team and award in his back pocket. Fast lap of the race belongs to your pole sitter, your points leader. Moore at the front of the field. Fast time in qualifying, fast time in race trim. 18:50, just 900ths of a second faster than that driver sitting just to his outside. Can the 52 challenge Andrew Moore for the race lead? We'll find out here in just a moment. We should see the one to go this time around. The boss man in the flag stand will wave the one finger at him, and we'll have one to go here at New Smyrna. And it is just like that. Base car lights are off, and he's going to get ready to make that left-hand turn. Travis Smith, move on out the way. We got some racing. Green flag flies as Moore nails the loud pedal, gets off to a great jump. How about Jason Branch? Going to take that inside lane after contact between him and Thorndike. Branch electing to stay out there towards the front of the field. Heavy damage on the left side driver door. There you can see all of that contact scraping off the paint. But Branch running well, still down on the inside. He's got Max Williams, Andrew Moraz, Anthony Keys tucked in line right behind him. Things beginning to sort themselves out through the middle portion of this field. Well, way up the track goes the 8. That's going to put the 4 in line. Ryan Nicoletta and Corbin Simmons with trouble. Tyler Davala also being caught up and involved in this one. What do you say we go take a look at the replay, see how it all went down, see what brought out our second caution of the evening. The Superior Templating caution flag flying for the second time. Ryan Nicoletta and Corbin Simmons involved in this latest one. It looks like just a disagreement over track position. Oh, and there's the 10 and the 7 piling in. The 2 catches apiece. The 95 also with a small piece of the action right there. So just kind of an accordion effect after a discrepancy over track position and almost high siding almost high siding that thing. The 59 of Ryan Nicoletta almost falls one lap down there, trying to get the machine back up to speed and back around the track. So, well, with two quick cautions in succession, a handful of drivers do elect to come down to pit lane this time around. We're about halfway through the Wise Guy Racing Graphics stage number 1. With 14 laps in the book, 2 caution flags so far, I believe these drivers are going to have enough fuel to get all the way through stage number 1. How are some of these drivers going to play it on out from here? Will they elect to come to pit road if there's another caution and possibly stay out at the end of stage 1, grab themselves a little bit of track position and set themselves up for a good run towards the end of stage number 2? Still a lot to be figured out. Still a lot of racing to be had here. Only 15 laps into the 200 scheduled in tonight's official race distance. Top 2 drivers for the latest restart remain the same. Your race leader, your pole sitter, Andrew Moore elects to take the inside. Kevin Dick will line up just to his outside. Jason Branch and Max Williams back in row 2, row 3 for the restart. Andrew Mraz and Anthony Keys. Jeremy Brooks, Jimmy McKee back in row 4, and rounding out your top 10 to 31 of Scott Wise in the 21 of Brendan Freeze. We're set to drop the green flag for the 3rd time here tonight. Here we go again on the gas, and green flag flies as Andrew Moore gets up through the gears. Jason Branch with a good launch. He's going to pull even with Kevin Dick. Battle for that 2nd and 3rd position now. Andrew Moraz side by side with Max Williams. They're going to figure things out for 4th and 5th on the racetrack. Anthony Keys has the advantage over Jeremy Brooks, who's left to deal with Jimmy McKee for the time being. Scott Wise looking for a position back in the 9th spot. Brandon Freeze stuck there in 10th, and it looks like things going to shake out at the front of the field, and Jason Branch will secure that 3rd position. Fighting back now. No, Moraz not done. He's going to keep that 4 wound up on the inside of the racetrack. Is the damage hurting that 22 of Branch up at the top of the speedway? And there you can see, just like that, Moraz able to make it work on the bottom, and he'll pull that 3rd and final spot in the podium positions away from Branch. A little bit of a wiggle there from Moraz. Branch way up the track. As now fast time belongs to the 52 custom paints and die cast machine, sitting back in that 2nd position. He's going to go ahead and snatch that New Age Limited Speed Demon Award for the time being, taking it away from your pole sitter here tonight, Andrew Moore. And Brandon Freeze goes around. We've got another caution. Caution on the speedway. Trouble once again. And you can see that 21 Solar Ford Mustang GT doesn't look to have a ton of damage. Not a lot of scrapes and bruises on that 21. So let's check the replay. See what happened here, see how it all went down. Looks like down into the corner, there's the contact, and the round of 21 goes. Slight contact to that right rear, but I believe it shouldn't be sustainable enough to cause any type of issues here tonight. I believe Freeze will be able to maintain his speed. I believe the air will be okay here. We've known short track racing to not be really aero dependent, so to speak. Places such as Martinsville as well as Bristol Motor Speedway, we've seen drivers be a little bit torn up and worse for the wear and still be able to make their way to the front with the top 5 or a race winning performance. He's going to have a lot of ground to make up. He's all the way back from the 25th position down onto pit road. Looks like he has elected to come to pit road in to beat out some of the damage sustained to that right rear. But the 21 Ford Mustang GT of Brendan Fries back out on track, keeping it on the lead lap, and he'll keep focusing and trying to get his way back to the front of the field. Dominating performance in stage number 1 for your U.S. Veterans Pole Award winner here tonight. Leading every lap. He's been the one and only leader of the night. Andrew Moore sits his 77 Ford Mustang in front of the field. He's got 2 fast bow ties right behind him. The custom paints and diecast 52 of Kevin Dick, as well as Andrew. I'm not even sure the sponsors on that machine, but whatever they are, it is beautiful. Love it. Let's get a little closer. Can we get in there? There we go. How about that? Take a look at that pretty car. That thing is nice. And we'll jump back away from the cars, back behind the pace car. Everybody's still single file. We'll get the one to go this time around, and we'll fire things back off once again here. Third Superior Templating caution flag on the evening, gonna come out back on lap number 25. I apologize, back on lap number 22 is when the caution flag came out for the 3rd time here tonight at New Smyrna Speedway. Just over the halfway point in stage number 1. We've got a long way to go here tonight, still inside. Andrew Moore takes the bottom of the track. Look for him to fire off well once again as drivers make their way off of turn 4, waiting for the green flag to fly, and there it is on the gas. Green flag flies as the field heads down into turn number 1. There you see everybody chasing your pole sitter. Back from turn number 2, down the backstretch, and caution on the speedway. Caution once again. Caution flying, trouble on the track before we get going back racing here, and it looks like John Finley involved in this one. The 11 of Finley caught up and involved in this latest action on the track. Let's see what went wrong for Finley. Oh, looks like the Camry driver just not quite clear. Ooh, and there's the 21. And that's what trouble causes, race fans. Right there, you seen the 21 catch a piece of the 11. Keep in mind that 21 was just involved in one of our latest cautions, caution number 3, I believe it was. And found himself back in the back of the field. And just in the right regions to catch a piece of the action. So a bad night turning worse for the driver inside of that 21 machine. Brendan Fries back to pit lane. Andrew Moore not complaining. He's patting that back pocket, beginning to make a little bit of noise when it comes to the most laps led award here. The Wise Choice Contracting Frontman Award here for leading the most laps, making some noise. And he's going to try to get it done here. And it looks like, unfortunately, will the 11 lose a lap? I believe the 11 of John Finley is going to lose a lap. Yes, he is. Kenny McCullough in the 03 machine receiving that YJ Esports lucky dog. So Finley, his night going from bad to worse really quick. .31 laps now on the board out of the 200 scheduled in tonight's official race distance. Stage number 1 going to come to a close in less than 10 laps. Will your U.S. Veterans Pole Award winner be able to snatch the Stage 1 win? Will he be able to walk away with the Wise Guy Racing Graphics Stage 1 win? He elects to take the inside lane once again. He's been there all night long. No need to change a good thing now. Andrew Moore will have control over this latest restart. The 52 of Kevin Dick just to his outside. Jason Branch, Andrew Moraz still back in row 2 with Max Williams and Anthony Keys, who slipped in during qualifying. He made it to the track in last week's race winner, performing well inside the top 5 now. Pace car down away on the gas and green flag flies. Once again, here from New Smyrna Speedway, everybody still chasing your pole sitter. Moore at the front of the field. Moraz gonna dive to the bottom of the racetrack, down in 1 and 2. Look to take that second position away from Dick at the top of the speedway. The 52 has been fast all night long. The 14 of Anthony Keys going to gain a position on Jason Branch. Things happening in a hurry as we get closer to the end of stage number 1. Everybody chasing your race leader, the 77 of Andrew Moore, got his Golf Ford Mustang GT powered up and looking pretty fast forward at the front of this field. Kevin Dick and Andrew Moraz continue to battle for second and third on the racetrack. Let's go back a little further through the field. What do you say? Contact between a handful of drivers. Michael Shawn back here in the 26 machine looking down to the inside of Christopher McCullough. He's going to grab that position away. The 2 of Jacob Williams with some front clip damage, trying to close in on the 47 of Braden Stab right there in the 12th spot. Whoa, oh boy, and there goes Gary Wells. Gary Wells in the 83 goes around on the, oh no, and contact. Gary Wells goes around to bring out our 5th caution of the evening, and with it being right here at that 40 lap mark, I do believe this is going to cause an end to stage number 1 for the moment. We'll assume that Andrew Moore going to take that top spot as Anthony Keys does peel off for pit road. Jim Thorndike going to peel off for pit road. Gary Wells goes around in the 83, brings out our 5th superior tipping caution of the evening. Back at the front of the field, what's your race leader do? This is a decision for the race control and admins and officials here tonight. Are they going to let this thing go back green flag racing for a lap or 2, extend the stage in order to get a clear-cut winner, or will we see stage number 1 come to a close under the caution here tonight? Lap number 39 now going on the board. There goes your lucky dog. The YJ Esports Lucky Dog Award going to, I believe that was the 59 of Ryan Nicoletta. Yes, it was Ryan Nicoletta receiving the YJ Esports Lucky Dog Award. He'll go around to get himself at least one of his multiple laps back. Nicoletta now going to be listed just 1 lap down, fighting for a lucky dog. We told you things were going to happen quick, just like that. We've got 1 stage in the bags as we come to lap number 40. I do believe that is going to put an end to stage number 1. So walking away with the stage win. Well, we'll wait for some official word. What do you say, race fans? Don't want to put out any fake news or anything like that. So we'll keep it right here. We'll keep it all in line. We'll see how it all shakes out here in the next handful of moments. But I mean, already dominating in that Wise Choice Contracting Frontman Award standings, leading 40 laps now. It's going to be tough for anybody to begin to take away the chances of your U.S. Veterans Pole Award winner walking away with that Wise Choice Contracting Frontman Award as well. Andrew Moore patting that back pocket, and we're set to go back green flag racing. We're doubled up down the backstretch. Pace car lights are off. We're going to fire things off once again. Moore will have control over this latest restart, and on the gas, green flag flies. Quick action on the gas, green flag flies as the 77 of Andrew Moore walks away from the field. Kevin Dick and Andrew Moraz still battling second and third on the speedway. Jeremy Brooks has slotted into that fourth position. Tight battle between Jimmy McGee and Jason Branch back here. Fifth and sixth on the speedway. The 8 of Max Williams with a moment. He washes up the track right in front of the 17 of Casey Duncan. And yes, it does look like that was the end of stage number 1. Whoa, and there goes another driver. Hard impact into the inside wall. Oh my goodness, I believe that was the 71 of Aaron Cooper, and there he is on track. What do you say we go take a look at the replay with an onboard camera shot? Let's see what happened with Cooper. Loses the car and hard impact right there. And we're just catching it a little bit late, and there you can see him just unable to catch the car, and that's going to pretty much do it, and he's going to go on around. We'll get back to the front of the field, and we'll give this man his dues. How about that? Walking away with the Stage 1 win, the driver that has already secured the U.S. Veterans Pole Award here tonight. He's going to go ahead and pad his back pocket with a few more points. The 77 of Andrew Moore going to snatch the Wise Guy Racing Graphics Stage 1 win. A few more bonus points in his back pocket. Not that he needs them. He's already leading the bonus points category as well as the overall point standings. What a run so far this season, for that 77. I believe if we've been looking at these stats correctly, I believe Andrew Moore, only driver in the field here to finish every race so far this season inside the top 10. He's gotten to victory lane one time so far this season, but he's walked away with 3 stage wins. He's going to add a 4th one to it. And that is how he is just padding his pocket with those bonus points. Going to be very crucial, very important when we get to championship week. In just 4 short weeks away, we will whittle the field down to 16 challengers. And after 3 races, we will cut the competition to 8 and then down to the final 4 for the championship night here with the Blown Piston Racing League's Clash Series, presented to you by Banner Construction. Stage number 1 already in the bag. Latest caution to flag flying after 71 of Aaron Cooper lost it off of turn number 2. Boss man in the flag stand waving that finger. That's right. We're going to go back racing this time around. The iRacing pace car lights go out, and we're set to drop the green flag once again here from New Smyrna Speedway. Drivers going to make their way down the back stretch and towards turn number 3. Everybody following behind the pace car. We're double file. Let's fire this thing off once again here from New Smyrna. Pace car down and away on the gas early. Andrew Moore sets the field on fire as all the flash bulbs go off in the stands. Fans filling the house. Once again, sold out, packed house for another Blown Piston Racing League's Clash race here tonight. And Mraz looks to the bottom. Mraz looks to take the race lead for the first time here tonight. New race leader at the front of this field. The 4 of Andrew Mraz going to take that top spot. He's going to drop to the bottom of the racetrack, make that pass, and now begin to set sail. Mraz, only driver to get a pass done on that race leader. Job well done. We'll see how long he can keep it out front. Andrew Moore going to fall back to second with Kevin Dick running in that 3rd position. And caution on the speedway. Caution flag flies on lap number 51. Jacob Williams involved in this latest incident. Let's go back and check the replay. 2-3 wide. Whoa, and just loose on the outside of the YJ Esports number 2 machine. Hard impact with the outside wall. 13 of Jim Thorndike coming in a little bit late, catching a piece of that action as well. Tough break here tonight. A lot of drivers with some trouble. And while we find ourselves under caution for the 7th time here tonight from New Smyrna Speedway, we're going to step away from the track for just a short, brief commercial break. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back. And back trackside as the iRacing pace car gets set to duck on off. We'll go back. Green flag racing this time around. New race leader Andrew Mraz gonna nail the gas, and we'll go back. Green flag racing once again here at New Smyrna Speedway. Lap number 57 now goes on the board. Drivers jockeying for position back in second, third, fourth, fifth. Andrew Moore, Kevin Dick, Jeremy Brooks, Jimmy McKee, and Jason Branch all battling on the speedway. Let's jump back to this three-car battle. Second, third, and fourth on the speedway, and Scott Wise goes around. Wise with trouble. The 31 facing the wrong direction here at New Smyrna. And it looks like he's going to go ahead and pull it to pit lane this time around. Trouble for Scott Wise. Caution comes out for the 8th time here tonight from New Smyrna Speedway. The superior temporary caution flag on display. We'll jump back up front with your race leader, Andrew Mraz. And it's been, I don't want to say it's been easy for the drivers at the front, but with these rash of cautions here as of late, you only got to get a good jump on the restart and be in the control car. It's all at your advantage. It's all in your hands on when we fire off and go back full green flag racing. So as the race leader, you do have a little bit of an advantage. And we'll see now if Andrew Mraz is able to stack his back pocket with a handful of laps led here, cutting into the most laps led by Andrew Moore, who is just behind him in that fast Ford Mustang GT. The golf-sponsored machine looks for the front of the field once again. Corbin Simmons in the 10 machine receiving the YJ Esports Lucky Dog Award. He'll come around, get himself back to just one lap down. A lot of drivers in this field here tonight being thrown for a loop. A lot of drivers having some trouble here tonight. But it does look like a handful of these drivers do have this track figured out and have begun to set some fast times here We're going to go back and take a look at the stopwatch. Kevin Dick running an 18:46. He's in control of the New Age Limited Speed Demon Award right now. There you can see that 52 inside his custom paints and die-cast machine, in charge of the Speed Demon Award here tonight, being brought to you by the New Age Limited. We do appreciate each and every one of the series sponsors here, not just with the Clash Series, but also with the Truck Series right here with the Blown Piston Racing League on iRacing.com, the world's #1 racing simulator. If you're looking for some fast-paced, high-octane racing, whether it's open wheel, dirt track, it's all right here with the millimeter accuracy. Head on over to iRacing.com. One to go, sign given last time around. Field will take the green flag here on lap number 64. Double file at the front with Andrew Mraz electing to take the bottom of the speedway once again. Getting sent to fire things off of turn number 4, and there he goes. Pace car down and away, and on the gas quick. Mraz fires it off down into turn number 1. He's clean and clear on that 77 of Moore, who's going to have to deal with Kevin Dick now for that second spot. That's going to be a short-lived battle as the 52 struggles off of turn 2. That's going to leave the door open for the 77 to slide right into that second spot. Kevin Dick going to now battle with Jeremy Brooks. Brooks going to elect to take the outside. Look to make the high side work. It's not going to pan out, and he'll have the 99 of Jimmy McKee all over him now in that 5th position. Final driver rounding out your top 5. Great run so far here tonight by that 99 of Jimmy McKee. He is up 6 positions from where he started tonight's race. But when we're talking about positions gained here tonight, we've got to talk about some of the drivers that are a little bit further back through the pack. Let's go highlight them right here, working off of turn number 4. There's the 17 of Casey Duncan. He's up 15 positions, but the man right behind him on track inside that 93 machine, John Mankowski, in control right now of the Top Groove Hard Charger Award. That's right, that's what's on the line here tonight. If you can be the biggest mover of the race, and right now in the Gotcher 693 Chevy's Z01 Camaro, Mankowski leads them all in the Top Groove Hard Charger Award standings. He's up 18 positions from where he started tonight's race. He's looking for a little more. How about this little scrum? 2-3 wide. Back here with the 47 of Braden Stab, Kenny McCullough, Michael Schaum, all going at it. Jim Thorndike involved right there in front. Battles at the front, battles in the back. We'll jump around the track. Check out some of the drivers in damage control down there on pit lane for just a moment here. Staying with this 5-car battle between the 03, the 13, 47, 7, and 26. John Finley going to be back in the mix here very shortly. Here comes Ryan Nicoletta. Jason Branch goes around in front of the field. Ooh, boy, that could have been bad. Jason Branch goes around in front of the field. That's going to bring out the caution on lap number 70, 9th caution of the night. Let's check the replay. Oh, just trying to, and nowhere to go for the 17 of Casey Duncan. After the 22 of Jason Branch just got a little bit too loose, unable to catch the car there. Let's see if we've got it on the drone cam. Let's see if we can go back, take one more look at it here high above the track with the turn 3 drone cam. And there you can see close racing action as Branch tries to cut it down to the bottom of the track. Gets a little loose, tries to catch it. And that's about all she wrote. Heavy damage, heavy hit to that right front of the 22 of Branch. He's going to pull it to pit road, and we'll jump back up front with your race leader. The 4 of Andrew Mraz continues the lead after snatching the race lead away from the man sitting in second. Andrew Moore in that 77 is trying all he can to get back to the front, but for now stuck in that second position. And we're going to step away from the track for just a brief commercial break, pay a few bills. You know how that goes. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back here from New Smyrna Speedway. No time to waste, we'll jump back trackside as the green flag flies. Crossing the line to begin lap number 77, Andrew Mraz continues to lead more Dick as well as Brooks. A little bit of a moment off of turn 2 for the 77. He's going to give up a little bit of time. Kevin Dick now making that third position look easy. Trying to look back through the field, see where all the battles are, how it's all going down. Anthony Handley losing a handful of positions here on this restart. He's going to drop 3 positions on the restart, all the way from 15th, now back in the 19th position. Falling a little bit further through the field, Scott Wise in damage control mode, back in that 20th position. Battle at the front for the race lead still underway. Andrew Moore hounding the tail end of the 4. The Chevy Z01 Camaro driver Andrew Mraz looks to keep the field behind him. Things starting to shape up and sort itself out at the front of this field. Top 3 all over each other, but it's a little bit of a gap back running to this man right here in that 53 machine, Kevin Brooks. Falling a little bit behind on the pace. The 99 of Jimmy McKee right there. How about last week's race winner, Anthony Keys, sneaks in right at the tail end of qualifying. Brings it to a top 5 qualifying effort just at the last few moments in the 14. Running well here tonight, has been pretty much inside of your top 5, top 6 all night long. The 14 looking to secure yet another race winning performance. Will he be the first driver to do it for the second time this season? So far, we have not seen a repeat winner. And into the wall hard, the 53. Look at the right side damage. That's going to be some big trouble. That's going to cause some issues in the handling department for that 53 of Jeremy Brooks. Hard impact with the outside wall, and you can see just how badly damaged that right side is. How quickly the 13 of Jim Thorndike was able to close in, and caution on the speedway. Once again, the 10 now of Casey Duncan. I apologize, the 17 of Casey Duncan having some issues bringing out our latest caution flag of the night. The 10th Superior templating caution flag on the evening. We are getting a thumbs up. We do have that one captured with the drone cam. So let's go check the replay. See what brought out our latest caution on the night. Casey Duncan having some trouble. Trying to go 3 wide and it doesn't work out. Up the track comes the 26 and into the side of the 17. 17 meets the outside wall. No front clip on the front of his 4X racing machine anymore, and Duncan has a long night now ahead of him. As we get closer to the halfway point here tonight, we'll jump back up front with your race leader, Andrew Mraz, who has secured that top spot since being the one and only driver to get around Anthony Moore for Andrew Moore. And we take that statement back, because as we look back through the running order now, looks like the 52 custom paints and diecast driver, Kevin Dick, also able to get up and around the 77 of Andrew Moore. So that's going to put 4 fast Fords in a row, 3rd, 4th, 5th on the speedway, belonging to those Ford drivers. But it's a bow tie dominated front row. Andrew Mraz, Kevin Dick will line up at the front of this field for the latest restart. But it looks like that top spot, that's where you're going to want to be. Calamity and cautions here tonight at New Smyrna Speedway, and it can be expected. It's only a half of a mile racetrack, a pretty fast-paced half-mile speedway, to be honest about it. Things happen in a hurry. Things happen in close quarters, and we find ourselves under caution for the 10th time here tonight, benefiting the man at that front position. Andrew Mraz able to log some laps under caution as your race leader continue to pad that back pocket for the most laps led award. It's going to be a close one here. If he's able to lead all the way to the end of stage number 2, it's going to be close for that Wise Choice Contracting Front Man Award. We've got drivers trying to take multiple accolades home here tonight. Andrew Moore walking away with the Wise Guy Racing Graphics Stage 1 win. Also walking away with the U.S. Veterans Pole Award. A lot still left to be sorted out. Pace car down and away. Here we go. Green flag flies. Once again, here at New Smyrna Speedway, the 4 of Mraz to the bottom of the racetrack. Kevin Dick gonna be right behind him. Way up the speedway goes the 99. That's gonna allow Andrew Moore to take that 3rd position away without any trouble. Jimmy McKee and Anthony Keys now battle for 4th and 5th on the speedway. Lap number 90 on or in the bag. We're down to just 10 laps to go here in the custom paints and die cast stage number 2. Can the title sponsored car make up just one spot and grab the stage win? All over the tail end of Mraz is that 52 of Kevin Dakin. We'll take a look now off of the tail end of that Ford machine as we come back to caution once again. The caution flag coming out. Looks like debris caution out there on the track. A piece of metal falling off of one of the damaged machines out there. So that will put us under caution once again here as we cross the line to begin lap number 93 out of the 200 scheduled in tonight's official race distance. Closing in on the halfway point, closing in on the end of the Facebook Custom Paints and Diecast stage number 2. And we're going to step away for a brief commercial break before we get ready to fire things off and find out who's going to walk away with the Custom Paints and Diecast stage number 2 win. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back. in back trackside as the iRacing pace car lights go out once again. Under caution for the 11th time here tonight from New Smyrna Speedway. We are down to just the final few laps before the end of stage number 2. Let's go ahead and throw that timing tower back up to the left-hand side of your screen for you. Let you follow along just like we do. We're going to have ourselves a green-white checkered stage end here. Pace car down and away, and on the gas, green flag flies as Mraz nails that loud pedal as fast as he can. He's going to set sail on the field. Down through turns 1, now making it out of 2 down the back stretch. It's going to be a long stretch for that 52 custom paints and die-cast machine to get up there and take that position away. Big run through to the 3 and 4, though. Big run through 3 and 4 for that 52 of Kevin Dick. Will we see the chrome bumper, the chrome horns coming to play? Good old short track racing. Here live on the Turn 3 Racing Network, we'll look to the inside of Andrew Mraz. Now take a look over the left-hand side of the car as he makes his way clean and clear through turn number 1. No trouble, no spin. Here comes Kevin Dick looking to the outside. Side by side, turn 3 out of turn 4. Now advantage going to belong to Mraz at the line. Ooh, Mraz at the line, catching the run that he needed at the front. Andrew Mraz now going to walk away with some bonus points as well here tonight, and putting himself in a very good position to lead the most laps here tonight. So walking away with the custom paints and die cast stage number 2 win. The driver straight out of East Lansing, Michigan. And that's right, Andrew Mraz gonna snatch the stage win, and now his name is in the hat for the Wise Choice Contracting Most Laps Led Award here, and he will bring a parade of drivers down pit road. Everybody gonna get fuel and tires here, so we're gonna step away from the track for just a brief commercial break. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back live from New Smyrna Speedway. And we come back trackside after a quick caution at the end of stage number 2. First time in the front of the field. Tyler Davala going to stay out and give us our third different lead change of the night, become our third different race leader. And we're going to have a quick caution as Anthony Handley is involved in this latest one. Our 12th Superior Timberline caution flag flying here tonight. It says 13 because we had one stage-ending caution flag. We will not count that in the caution count. 12 cautions for on-track incidents here tonight from New Smyrna Speedway as drivers just past the halfway point. Drivers eyeballing the end of tonight's race. Still a long way to go, upwards of 90 laps left here tonight from New Smyrna Speedway. But who is going to top the charts at the end of tonight's race and set themselves up for a run towards the championship? Your top 5 of the point standings all but locked in, as 3 out of your top 5 already securing their spot in the championship 16 with a race win. Just Tyler Davala and Jacob Drift, the only 2 drivers inside the top 5 in the point standings that are pretty much pointing their way into the championship 16 without much of a fight. Chris McCullough, Jim Thorndike, both inside the top 10. They are just about locked in with a solid finish tonight and maybe a pretty good finish at Monza. Those 2 drivers won't have very much to worry about in the final race. A final race or 2 at Texas Motor Speedway, or 5 flags to make it into that championship 16. But my, what a different look at the front of this field. Tyler Davala leads everybody. Michael Sham in the 26 machine going to line up just to his outside on the restart. Ryan Nicoletta in that 59 machine recovering from an early on-track incident. Nicoletta going to restart back in 3rd with Kenny McCullough in 4th, and Andrew Mraz rounding out your top 5. Kevin Dick in the 52 will line up in 6th for the restart. Anthony Keys and Jimmy McKee back in row 4, row number 5, and rounding out your top 10 will be Andrew Moore in the 53 of Jeremy Brooks. Field all double file. We're ready to drop the green flag once again. The boss man in the flag stand waits for him to hit the gas, and away we go. Green flag flies as we cross the line to begin lap number 113 out of the 200 scheduled in tonight's official race distance. Both stages in the bag, and we've got cars around. Caution flag flies again. Caution flag flies on the backstretch coming out of turn number 2 after this latest restart. This is going to be our 13th caution on the evening, and that's going to catch a handful of drivers out. Casey Duncan caught up and involved in this one. John Mankowski, Anthony Handley, Frank Reese, Scott Wise, all collected in this one as there was trouble near the front. The 03 of Kenny McCullough goes around, and the caution flag will fly. Ryan Nicoletta also catching a piece of that action. He's going to lose a handful of positions after the contact with the 03 of Kenny McCullough. Both of those drivers going to now be outside of your top 15. And what did we say about damage? Did you see the 37 of Frank Reese? He's getting himself a YJ Esports Lucky Dog wave around. He'll come around the field and towards pit lane this time around. I should expect to see him on pit lane this time around, as McCullough, Thorndike, Kenny McCullough, as well as Ryan Nicoletta, Scott Wise, John Mankowski, they all come to pit road. Brandon Fries and Kevin Blokma also going to pull the 85 down the pit road for attention and service of the crew members. Jacob Williams and Jason Branch on pit road for an extended stay, trying to beat and bang on the machines and try to get back out there on track just as soon as they possibly can. 28 drivers took to the field here tonight. We are down to just 25 drivers left out there on the track, with only 17 left on the lead lap. The 03 involved in the latest incident on track is listed as the last driver on the lead lap. We do apologize, Ryan Nicoletta, last driver on the lead lap, and he's going to have to get rolling off of pit road very soon if he's going to want to keep himself on the lead lap. But as we said in pre-race, you don't need all the fenders on the car. Heck, it doesn't look like you even need a front clip. Man leading this field, man leading the race right now inside of that 7 machine, Tyler Davala. Look, no front clip. Guarantee his engine's not going to overheat with all the air getting to the radiator and into that engine. And here we go. Pace car lights are off. We're ready to go back. Green flag racing this time around. Davala lets the pace car out of the way, and he's going to hit the gas again, and green flag flies. Close little action here between the 14 of Anthony Key and Jimmy McKee. Michael Shum right there on the outside lane, trying to keep that second position away from Kevin Dick. Dick digging on the bottom. Second and third not sorted out on track just yet. Driver running in that 4th position, Anthony Keys. He's left Jimmy McKee behind him. Here comes Andrew Mraz all over the 99. Contact and around goes Mraz. We stay green flag racing. No caution for that contact. Green flag staying out on the track, and that is going to spell trouble for Mraz. He's going to lose a ton of ground, a ton of time to your race leaders. Mraz all the way back to the 16th position, almost one lap down, as we are still too wide for second at the front of this field. 52 of Kevin Dick looking to the inside of Michael Shum. What a solid run here tonight by the driver inside of that 26 machine. Shum with a great solid night, up 7 positions from where he started tonight's race back in 10th. Shum sits in 3rd, and caution flag flies. But once again here tonight, looks like John Mankowski may have been involved in this latest one. What do you say we go take a look? Let's see what happened to Mankowski. And contact, he goes around off the front end of one of the driver's noses. Didn't quite catch the lettering on that car, but that's going to bring us under caution once again here tonight. Field will come to a crawl on lap number 124 out of the 200 scheduled in tonight's official race distance. 15 cautions on the night, 14 for on-track incidents, just 1 for a stage-ending caution back at lap number 100 to bring out the stage-ending flag for the custom paints and die-cast stage number 2. That went to the 4 of Andrew Mraz, who was caught up and involved with an on-track incident there just moments ago, and now Mraz with trouble back behind pit wall. His day has come to an end, so his quest to lead the most laps here today and walk away with that Wise Choice Contracting Frontman Award have come to an end. He will join Aaron Cooper, Gary Wells, and Jacob Drift out of tonight's race. That's going to give us 4 drivers out of tonight's race. Jacob Williams and Jason Branch still trying to fix the machines, although they are multiple laps down here. And I'm telling you, you got to do what you got to do to gain that track position. If you can get up in one of those top 3 positions, it looks like that is the safest place on the track, and it looks like that's the easiest to maintain position. We've seen drivers get the race lead. Your pole sitter tonight, Andrew Moore, led in the entire Stage 1, he's snatched. The Wise Guy Racing Graphics Stage 1 win led a handful of laps, about 10 to 12 laps after the Stage 1 came to a close before giving up the race lead to the eventual Stage 2 winner, Andrew Mraz. And Mraz, once he gained the top spot, kept it for the rest of stage number 2. So if you can get to the front, you have a chance to dominate and walk away and pad your back pocket with a handful of laps led. We'll have to wait to see how long the wounded machine of Tyler Davala is going to be able to keep the fast drivers behind him. Kevin Dick will line up just to his outside. He's got about 30 lap pressure tires. So now not only is Davala having to deal with a machine to his outside with not as much damage, but he's also got to deal with having much older tires than the drivers that he is around. iRacing pace car going to duck off, and we'll fire things back off, and green flag flies once again here from New Smyrna Speedway. Surprisingly not getting a very good start on that outside lane, even with the much fresher tires. Kevin Dick going to be left to battle it out with the 26 of Michael Sham. Sham giving it all he's got on the inside, but unfortunately he's going to lose that position to Kevin Dick. And now that 14 of Anthony Keys, who went to victory lane last week, looks to head to victory lane once again. He is back in a podium position, and now Christopher McCullough in the 03. We've seen him just off in the background. We've seen Chris in the background having a moment and losing the car off of turn number 2, and it looks like that's going to put an end to the run here tonight for that number 60 machine. The Superior Templating caution flag coming out for the 16th time here tonight. Field will come to a crawl back behind the pace car. Good buddy Travis Smith getting a workout inside that pace car here tonight. The boss man in the flag stand also, as he looks like he's looking around in the stands for the fans to kind of come up there and see if they can't wave the flag around for him a little bit. It looks like his right arm getting a little bit sore. A lot of action out there tonight from the short track here in a beautiful sunny Florida. Sunny no more, as the lights have come on at the track. Short track feel on a Sunday night. Here we go. We've got less than 70 laps left here tonight. Drivers have been battling it out for a long time here tonight. Already one hour in the bag that these drivers have been strapped in, battling at this wonderful short track here at New Smyrna Speedway. And Davala, job well done, my friend. Job well done, keeping these fast drivers with cleaner cars, fresher tires, able to keep them behind you. That is a tall task. That is a tall order all into itself. But now with no buffer between them, Davala going to have Kevin Dick and Anthony Keys right beside him and behind him for this latest restart. Both of those drivers with about 30 lap fresher tires. Yeah, man, if he's able to keep these guys behind him for another 10 to 15 laps, I think that's going to be enough to pull everybody back down pit lane should we see another caution flag here tonight. So, as the one finger wave begins, the iRacing pace car lights will go out, and we'll get set to fire things off once again here from the short track New Smyrna Speedway, right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. If you haven't already, race fans, join us in our continued push to 3,000 subscribers. Show these drivers some love, and as always, drop them that thumbs up. Click subscribe, smash the bell over there on the right-hand side to get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Whether it's myself, Dave the Cave, or anybody else back the Turn 3 headquarters, we appreciate each and every one of you. The pace car's down, and we're fired back off right here from New Smyrna Speedway. Going to cross the line to begin lap number 136. Tight battle for a second now between Keys in that 52 of Kevin Dick. Michael Shum gonna fall back to that 4th position. Jeremy Brooks, Max Williams going at it. Jimmy McKee, Jim Thorndike lined up on track, nose to tail with each other. They're going at it for 8th and 9th on the speedway. Frank Reese going to grab a spot from Scott Wise as they swap that position back. Going to go back to the side-by-side battle here with Jimmy McKee and the 8 of Max Williams. Williams are running that high lane, and that is not going to work out for the YJ Esports sponsored number 8 machine. Michael Shum in the 26. Big trouble off of turn 4. Almost all the way around, and contact in the 99 goes around. More drivers pile in. 53 of Jeremy Brooks caught up and involved. You can hear everybody piling in. It's a parking lot here at New Smyrna. The 37 of Frank Reese, you can see him there. The 21 of Brandon Freeze. There's the 93 involved, the 99, the 10. Man, the list goes on. 7 or 8 drivers caught up and involved in our latest caution on the evening. 17th caution flag of the night flying here on lap number 138. That will bring the field back to a crawl once again. Handful of drivers elected to come to pit road. Max Williams, Scott Wise, Michael Shum, all to pit road. As we go back live with your race leader, Tyler Davala, at the front of the field. Davala electing to stay out here with just about 60 laps to go. And the drivers reached that fuel point to where they'll have enough fuel to get to the end of tonight's race. And I don't think they have, and that is why we see a handful of drivers electing to go ahead and just keep it out on the racetrack. And there is going to be some fabricators. Some fabricators with their work cut out for them this coming week. They're going to have to piece together these machines all over, completely refabricate front clips, rear deck lids. I mean, look at the 7 of Tyler Davala. Excuse me. Leading the race. No hood, no front clip. Look at the rear deck lid. His rear bumper's all pushed in. Look at the man running in second. Kevin Dick in the 52 machine. Let's take a look at that custom paints and die cast machine. Look at the front end of his car. It's seen better days. Anthony Keys in the 14, one of the only clean drivers in the field. And he's got a little bit of damage. Jim Thorndike with some damage as well. John Finley in the 11 machine. He's got no front clip. He's going to round out the top 5. He's in control of the Top Groove Hard Charger Award right now in that number 11 machine with no front clip, rounding out your top 5. It's a who's who of who's damaged, and it's all about perseverance here tonight at New Smyrna Speedway. Absolutely a parking lot on the backstretch under that latest caution. Well, I hope they paid their parking tickets, because it's time to take it out of park and put it in gear and getting ready to go back. Green flag racing once again. Pace car will duck off field in the hands of your race leader, Tyler Davala, as he nails the gas, gets up through the gears. Better start on the outside this time for Kevin Dick, and now we see that custom paints and diecast 52 machine really take advantage of those newer, fresher tires. Over 30 lap fresher tires, and now with a good restart, he's able to show what those fresh tires can do. He's going to grab the top spot for the first time here tonight. That's going to be just our 4th lead change of the evening amongst 4 different race leaders so far here tonight. We've had a rash and ton of cautions, and as you know, cautions breed cautions, especially at the short tracks. And there you see the tire difference right there. Over 30 lap difference on the tires, and Kevin Dick now with that clean air on the front end of the 52, able to step away until we get yet another caution here tonight. Looks like Kevin Blokma having some trouble. The 85 gonna have some issues here tonight. And he's gonna bring out our latest caution on the evening. Let's go check the replay. There you can see the 85, nobody really around. It looks like it's gonna be a self-spin here. Yeah, the car just kind of set sail there in the center of the corner. No rear downforce with the rear bumper and the deck lid being beat up and damaged the way that it is. And that's just going to be enough to send him right on around. And that's going to bring out our latest caution on the evening. Caution count up to 18 now, 17 for on-track incidents. We've had one stage-ending caution here tonight back at lap number 100 to bring the custom paints and diecast stage 2 to an end. And man, it's getting close. We've got Scott Wise, Casey Duncan, and Jim Thorndike all on pit road this time around. It does appear to be scheduled pit stops for all of those drivers. Jim Thorndike looks like he may have been trying to finesse a little bit more on the damaged sheet metal for his 13 machine. Thorndike spent a little bit of extra time on pit road, stays on the lead lap, and he'll continue his hopes at getting back inside of the top 5. Thorndike running very well early here tonight, had some on-track trouble, and it has been an uphill battle ever since. Thorndike knocking on the door of a top 10. And as we get down to just about 51 laps remaining, what do you say we go ahead and run down some driver highlights and spotlights here from New Smyrna Speedway. Driver at the front of this field, leading the show after grabbing the top spot on our latest restart. He'll have control over this restart. The 52 of Kevin Nick leads the field. The man with no front clip, no hood either, but kept the race lead for quite some time. The 7 of Tyler Davala looks to capitalize and finish well here tonight. He'll run in second, restarting back here in the third spot. Driver that went to victory lane last week, Anthony Keys, inside of that Serve Pro 14 machine. Will he be able to get any further up through the field? He rounds out the podium positions for now. Anthony Hanley, John Findley, gonna round out your top 5 here tonight. And he's also gonna have control of that Top Groove Hard Charger award for the time being as the pace car ducks off. Kevin Dick will fire off at the front. And green flag flies once again across the line. Lap 152 now on the board. Drivers all over each other on this latest restart. Tyler Davala, Anthony Keys going at it for second and third. Jeremy Brooks, Andrew Moore battling fourth and fifth. There's John Finley running back in the 6th position. He's got Michael Sham right behind him, trying to close the gap, close the distance. We'll jump back there to Jim Thorndike. There you can see that 13 machine trying to make his way up through the field. And caution flag gonna fly once again here from New Smyrna Speedway. Braden Staub caught up and involved in this latest on-track incident. '47 has some issues, so let's go back and check the replay. Let's see how it all happened. Let's see how it all went down. Just argument for position between that 47 and the 31. They make some contact around both drivers go, and that puts us under caution once again here on lap number 150 for the 19th caution gonna fly here tonight from New Smyrna Speedway. And as we sit and we look at this, as we look at some of the stats, some of the standings here, and am I reading this correctly? Maybe we can get one of the admins to chime in over there on the chat on the YouTube side of things if necessary. But looking through these standings and these stats for the season so far, being able to walk away with stage wins, being able to walk away with some fast laps, snatching the New Age Limited Speed Demon Award from time to time, leading a ton of laps as well this season. Kevin Dick, the man sitting at the front of the field, snatched the Custom Paints and Diecast. Oh, I apologize. That was last week he grabbed that Custom Paints and Diecast Stage 2 win. Snatched the race lead from Kevin Davala, but he's yet to go to victory lane. As much as we have seen this 52 at the front of the field this season, he's just not been able to put it together at the end of the night. At the end of these races, just something seems to continually happen to the driver inside of that 52 machine. We'll see if he can't keep his Chevy ZL1 Camaro at the front of this field and walk away in victory lane here tonight. Came into tonight's race sitting fourth in the overall point standings, so that lets you know just how good of a season, how great of a year he's having so far. Able to be fourth in the point standings without a race win. I mean, that's getting the job done. Speaking of getting the job done, Mr. Smith getting the job done in the iRacing pace car here tonight. He's going to duck off, and we're going to go ahead and fire things back off once again off of turn 4. Here we go. Green flag back in the air here at New Smyrna Speedway. Race number 7 well and underway here tonight for the Blown Piston Racing League's Class Series, brought to you by Banner Construction. Way up the track goes the 14 of Anthony Keys. Andrew Moore now looking to the inside of the racetrack. He's going to look to take that second position away. Moore battling his way back up through the field. He walked away with the U.S. Veterans Pole Award, walked away with the Wise Guy Racing Graphics Stage 1 win. Can Andrew Moore find a way to the front with less than 40 to go? A lot of drivers caught up and involved on some on-track incidents here tonight, and a lot of them down and scored out of tonight's race. Jacob Drift, Gary Wells, Aaron Cooper joining that list. Christopher McCullough, Andrew Moraz, Jason Branch, Jacob Williams, all out of tonight's race as we have got our 20th caution on the night. Caution flag gonna fly this time around. On lap number 165, we will have our 20th caution on the evening. It looks like the 13 of Jim Thorndike may have been caught up and involved in this latest incident. Let's go check the replay. Thorndike to the outside of Davala right there. Close racing action. There's contact between the 59 and the 11. And Thorndike just kind of took him for a ride. And oh my gosh, I don't know who that was in the Oreo machine that came in a little bit late, but he caught the brunt of it right there. And that's going to put a big damper on the night for a handful of drivers. The 99 of Jimmy McKee also being caught up and involved in this latest incident. It's beginning to be a who's who of who's got damage and a much thinner field on who hasn't had any on-track incidents here tonight. Man, I think the scrapyard's going to get full. I think a lot of these machines are going to be pretty much just thrown away after the end of tonight's race. A lot of beating and banging, a lot of on-track incidents, a lot of trouble off of these corner exits for these drivers trying to get the power down and get down these short little straightaways. The front stretch and the back stretch, very short here at New Smyrna Speedway. So if you want to be fast, you got to get that forward bite up out of the corners. And it looks like a handful of drivers being a little bit too quick and too heavy with that throttle pedal, and they're going to loop it around. And unfortunately, here at New Smyrna Speedway, if you got two drivers going around, you're going to catch at least another 1 to 3 drivers going to get caught up and involved in the on-track incident as well. So as the superior tippling caution comes to an end, the iRacing pace car lights have gone out. The caution lights at the track are off. And for all the fans in the stands that continue to stay here tonight to watch the great racing action from New Smyrna Speedway, it's time to get on your feet because we're going back. Green flag racing this time around. Pace car down and away and on the gas quick. Green flag flies. Kevin Dick going to step away from Anthony Keys. Andrew Moore still running a solid third. Jeremy Brooks looking for something on the outside. Not able to get much of anything going to 53. Going to give up the fight to that 77. Tyler Duvall is still working hard with no front clip inside of your top 5. He's got Michael Schaum, Jim Thorndike, and Kenny McCullough all in line. All right behind him, just your top 11 drivers left on the lead lap as Kevin Dick looks to walk away from this field. Lap number 172 now going on the board as the caution flag will fly. Casey Duncan with some trouble. The 17 machine gonna go around and bring out our latest caution on the evening. Single car spin will bring the 21st Superior Timberland caution flag out here tonight. And we're gonna step away for just a brief commercial break. Pay a few bills, you know how that goes. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back live right here from New Smyrna Speedway.
We got big time problems with that motor, buddy. Hey, just between you and me, the idea is to avoid the other cars. Congratulations! You just set the sport back 30 years with that move. That move will put you in the Hall of Shame. You keep doing stuff like that and we're going to lose our sponsor. Looks like that's it for us today. Now I know why you got canned by your old team. It's over. We can't fix that damage. Looks like your car is toast. You'll need a tow back to pit lane. Press and hold your reset button and we'll come and get you.
back track side once again as the iRacing pace car lights have gone out. Less than 25 laps now remaining. Kevin Dick will have control over the restart. Once again, he elects the inside lane. Anthony Key's going to line up just to his outside. Andrew Moore, Jeremy Brooks back in row 2. Tyler Davala and Michael Shaw back in row 3 for this restart. Pace car down. Dyke on the gas. Green flag flies once again here from New Smyrna Speedway. Kevin Dick off to a good jump. Anthony Key's left to deal with Andrew Moore back for second and third position. That's going to get sorted out rather quickly. 53 is going to have to deal with the 7 of Tyler Davala now. But here comes Kenny McCullough. McCullough making some moves. He'll get up and around the 26 of Michael Shaw. We'll jump around the racetrack, bring you some of the action here. And contact drivers going around on the inside. And that's going to bring out our latest caution. Jim Thorndike, John Findlay with trouble. Let's check the replay. The 26 and the 13 coming together, and that's going to spell trouble for Thorndike. Findlay going to catch a piece, and he'll end up in the outside wall. Caught up and involved in this latest incident here tonight. Our 22nd caution on the evening. We'll head back to the front with 20 laps to go. Not only are there going to be a lot of busy fabricators, there's going to be a lot of busy crew chiefs, a lot of busy spotters, a lot of different things going on out there on the track. I'm sure there's going to be some discussions had between a few of the fellow drivers out there about real estate on the track. Arguing over real estate here a couple times here tonight has brought out a handful of cautions, but, well, I mean, it's short track racing. It can be expected. And now that we find ourselves under 20 laps to go here tonight in race number 7 from New Smyrna Speedway in the Blown Piston Racing League's Class Series, it's all come down to this. It's going to be all take, no give. I don't think anybody's going to give a darn about another driver's feelings if they've got a chance to cash a check to secure their championship shot. 3 drivers inside of your top 5 as they run and come back to the green flag this time around. 3 drivers have yet to get to victory lane. Kevin Dick, who leads the field, Jeremy Brooks and Tyler Davala, all looking for that first race win. Anthony Keys and Andrew Moore look to get back to victory lane once again, and Kevin Dick gonna fire off. Well, and we've got 16 to go as we cross the line and pick up the green flag this time around. The 14 in the 77 going at it. Big wiggle by Andrew Moore on the bottom of the racetrack coming off of turn number 2. That seems to be the trouble spot for most drivers coming out of turn 2 on the bottom of the track. Big run through 3 and 4. That's allowed the 77 to get back to the tail end of the 14, and here comes Tyler Davala. We talked about damage not being too big of a factor, too big of an issue. And contact the 53 of Jeremy Brooks going around in hard impact with the outside wall. My gosh, did you hear the hit? Let's go back. Let's take a look. Let's watch the replay. See what happened to Brooks. It looks like just having some trouble getting the car to rotate. The 03 comes up the track and into the side of the 53. That sends Brooks up the track and into the outside wall backwards. And that's going to put a damper on his day. He's going to drop outside of the top 5 as he brings his machine down to pit road. We'll jump back up front with your race leader. What do you do if you're Kevin Dick? You were on pit road last at lap 102. Do you come for tires? It doesn't look like he's going to risk it. He's going to stay out on track. Anthony Keys also going to stay out on track. Andrew Moore with much fresher tires. He's got about 30 lap fresher tires running in that 3rd position. But the man with the freshest tires inside of your top 5 is the driver that had control over the race for quite some time with no front clip, no hood to be seen. That's 7 of Tyler Davala. Look for him to make a splash here at the end of tonight's race. He was last on to pit road back at lap 156. We crossed the line to begin lap 188. So much fresher tires for Davala. Will Andrew Moore be able to make the newer tires work? Or is the time just running out for the drivers at the front of the field? Kevin Dick with a strategy game, and it has played out very well for the man inside of that custom paints and diecast 52 machine. Anthony Keys running in second with your U.S. Veterans Pole Award winner, your Wise Guy Racing Graphics Stage 1 winner, Andrew Moore, rounding out your podium drivers here tonight. And we'll get the one to go this time around. Field will go double file as Kevin Dick chooses the inside lane. We'll have less than 10 to go this time around. Here we go. Green flag flies once again here at New Smyrna Speedway. Kevin Dick gets off to a good start. Well, big wiggle with a 14 hard impact. That's going to bring out another caution. Oh my gosh, Anthony Keys creates a parking lot on the back stretch, and he's going to catch up a handful of drivers. Oh, man, Casey Duncan, Tyler Davala, Jimmy McKee, all caught up and involved in this latest incident. Big wiggle off of turn 2, and we seen Anthony Keys with a hard hit. And let's take a look at the replay. There you see the car snapping loose. There's Davala getting caught up and involved. 14 comes in, 17 comes in, the 47 comes in and catches a piece of that one. Oh, man. With that being at the front of the field, surprisingly, more drivers not caught up and involved in this latest caution on the evening. Caution number 24 here at New Smyrna Speedway. And it looks like we're going to have ourselves an unofficial green-white checkered finish. Kevin Dick will have all but about 2 to 3 laps to hold this field off to walk away with the checkered flag and into victory lane for the first time here this season. Frank Reese in the 37 collecting the YJ Esports Lucky Dog. He'll come around the field to get himself back towards the lead lap. And with all the trouble so far here tonight, we are now down to just 8 drivers remaining on the lead lap. Everybody has had some trouble through the field. The 14 was one of the cleanest cars still out there on track, and he is now beaten, battered, no front clip on his machine. How about the 26? The 26 of Michael Sham gets the cleanest car award here tonight from the Turn 3 Racing Network production booth. There you go, check out the purple people eater right there, the 26 machine. A little bit of rear end damage, but to say the least, he's got the least damage all throughout this field. Even that 03 of Kenny McCullough, who does have that Top Groove Hard Charger award in his back pocket right now, up 23 positions from where he started, all the way outside of your top 25. Great run up through the field. Only a handful of laps remain here tonight in race number 7 from New Smyrna Speedway. Here we go this time around. Kevin Dick will lead the field back to the restart with 3 laps to go. On the gas, quick, and green flag flies once again. 3 laps remaining here tonight from New Smyrna Speedway. The 52 of Kevin Dick with a good start. Andrew Moore falling behind just a little bit. Not able to get that fast forward fired off for the restart. He's closing in a little bit. Coming around once again, popsicle sticks on display. One driver goes around and into the grass on the front stretch. We stay green flag here at New Smyrna Speedway. Andrew Moore doing all he can to try to get to your race leader, but Kevin Dick off of turn 4 will cross the line. White flag, final lap. Here tonight from New Smyrna Speedway, the custom paints and die-cast 52 machine. Kevin Dick with 2 corners to go. Down into turn number 3 for the final time, and out of 4 he'll come cross the line, and Kevin Dick takes the checkered flag for the first time here this season in the Blown Piston Racing League's Clash Series, brought to you by Banner Construction. Kevin Dick gets the job done. Late race strategy to stay out and grab the track position paid off. Job well done, my friend. Kevin Dick walks away with his first checkered flag and with his shot at the championship in just a short 3 more weeks. I know he's got to be feeling a sigh of relief inside of that 52 machine. Job well done, my man. And as he enjoys the cool down lap, we're going to step away for just a brief commercial break. Get things ready to go for your post-race interview, so don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back live here from New Smyrna Speedway with your post-race interviews. And back live high above the track with the turn 3 blimp cam here tonight. We're going to see if we can't catch in and have a few words with some of the drivers that walked away in the podium positions here tonight from New Smyrna Speedway. Let's see if we can dial up and have a few words with the driver that walked away third here tonight. Michael, it's Dave in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you.
Hey, man, how you doing? How you feeling after a solid podium here tonight at a track that was, a little tough?
I'm feeling pretty good. Best finish all season. We ran up front with a couple of my teammates and everyone, but I'm just glad we were able to pull a good finish off.
Well, coming towards the end of tonight's race, we were looking around the field, looking for drivers with the cleanest cars. And although it's not a race win, if we were handing out points for the cleanest car, you did have a little bit of damage, but how did you keep that 26 machine looking so clean?
It's mainly luck. This as tight as this track is and as short as track is, it all matters about how much you brake and how much you check up for all these incidents.
Well, no matter how you got the job done, you managed to get the job done, and that's all that matters. Now, with the last 3 races in the regular season coming up upon us, Monza, then Texas, and 5 Flags, do you think we'll see you and this 26 crew able to make your way into that championship 16?
I mean, I'll certainly try. This is a good points day for us, and really hoping we can have more good finishes like this.
Absolutely. Well, Michael, again, congratulations on the great, solid run here tonight, walking away with the 3rd place podium finish tonight. Before we let you go, would you like to give any final shout-outs, thank yous, love yous, thank anybody back home or at the shop?
I want to thank all my teammates and my grandma and all the teammates from S30 Subs.
All right, my man. Well, until next time, keep it safe and keep it fast.
Thank you.
All right, there you have it. Final few parting words from the driver that walked away in the 3rd and final podium position, walked away with one of the cleanest cars on the track at the end of tonight's race. And that's going to move us right along to the man that walked away with the U.S. Veterans Pole Award. He also walked away with the Wise Guy Racing Graphics Stage 1 win, Andrew Moore's Dave of the Booth. How you doing?
Pretty good. It was a decent race.
Pretty good, decent race, decent finish. You got behind the 8 ball there a little bit after stage number 1. You dropped a few positions. How did you make it back to 2nd? And do you think if you had a handful of laps, you might have had anything for that race win?
I had a little bit of damage my right front. I think that took away some of my bite on exit, so I don't know if I would have had anything for him. But I pitted early and kind of worked my way back up on some newer tires, and that got me back up to the top 5, and then it was just a fight from there. I probably wasn't going to get any better than 4th. Those guys that were passing me were pretty quick. Keys and Tavala had new tires coming.
Well, Andrew, the new tires were coming, but they got caught up and involved with an on-track late race incident. But I want to shift gears a little bit and talk about the point standings for you and your approach to these final few races. Since locking yourself in a while ago with your race win, has it been all about building those playoff points, those bonus points? Because not only did you come into tonight's race leading the point standings, I don't know if you're aware of this one, but you're also leading in that bonus points column as well by about 20 points or more, and you're just continuing to put points in your back pocket. Is that the goal, just to set yourself up for an easy round 1?
Absolutely. As many stage points as I can get. I'm definitely going to sacrifice track position in the future for stage wins and get some more bonus points. That's just insurance for the future. I'm already in that round, so it's just more insurance.
Absolutely. Well, you're doing one heck of a job. Another solid top 10 finish, another podium finish here tonight for you and your 77 crew. So before we let you go here tonight, would you like to give any shout-outs, thank yous, love yous, thank anybody back home or at the shop?
Yep, teammates. They always are helping there. Kevin Dick with the win. Another good win for him. He's a great teammate. Scott and Lauren, Torque Wrench Motorsports, and Dave in the Cave. Great night. And my family, if my brother's watching.
Well, great night indeed. And Andrew, again, a pleasure as always catching up with you here trackside in the post-race interviews. Until next time, my man, keep it safe, keep it fast, and we'll see if we can't talk to you again before the season's out.
Thanks, Dave. Have a good one.
All right, there you have it. Your U.S. Veterans Pole Award winner, your Wise Guy Racing Graphics Stage 1 winner, Andrew Moore, walks away from the track with more bonus points, and he'll pad his lead just a little bit more. Walks away in second. And that's going to move us right on along to the man that got the job done, gambled with track position, put himself in a winning position, and he got to victory lane for the first time here in the Clash Series this season. Kevin, it's Dave. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, man, how you feeling after this one? Gotta feel good to get to victory lane for the first time on Sunday night.
Yeah, it feels pretty good. I mean, it was pretty much a, almost seemed like a demolition derby out there for the most part, but, I mean, we tried to keep as clean as we could. I mean, we only got really into that one accident and just got the nose scuffed up a little bit there, but other than that, we kept it pretty clean. Kept the car going straight, too. That was a big thing, too.
Now, Kevin, I got to shift gears because we now know you are locked in to that Championship 16. You are locked in to the first round of the playoffs. You came into tonight's race sitting fourth in the overall point standings. You don't have to worry about pointing yourself in. What's your race approach for these final three races at Monza, Texas, in Five Flags?
Just try and get as many stage points probably as we can. Try and get those stage wins to give us those extra bonus points to help us out at the start of the stages.
Well, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's nothing. Just
all right. Well, the bonus points, they are going to come into play in that first round. So we wish you the best in padding those points until we get to stage one, to round one. And we hope to see you have some solid runs as you have throughout this season so far when we open up the championship rundown. But first and foremost, man, congratulations on finally parking that 52 in victory lane. And before we let you go and celebrate the night away with this first win, would you like to give any shout-outs, thank yous, love yous, thank anybody back home or at the shop?
yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to the guys at Pie-Eyed. Great bunch of guys to race with. This league, I mean, I know it's going through. I mean, it's rough having races like these, but I mean, it's a great league. Give a shout out to Custom Paints and Diecast sponsoring this car, and for you guys up in the booth.
All right, my man. Well, again, congratulations on the first victory of the season, securing your shot to run for the championship in just a short 4 weeks when the championship run begins. Kevin, as always, it's been a pleasure. Congratulations, and we'll see if we can catch up with you again before this season's out.
Sounds good.
All right, the 52 of Kevinick, you heard it from him. Little bit of a rough night out there on the track, but still able to get the job done, still able to park it in victory lane, and he is now going to shift his focus to padding his back pocket with some bonus points over these next 3 weeks when we head to Monza, Texas, as well as Five Flags to finish out the regular season. Man, what a night. Man, what a run for multiple drivers out there tonight. Few drivers with issues and trouble, but that didn't keep us from having a fine race here tonight with the producers hitting the music buttons in the background. You know it's time to run down your unofficial race results. Walking away from New Smyrna Speedway with the checkered flag in hand at the front of this field, the 52 of Kevin Dick. 77 of Andrew Moore will walk away second, while Michael Schaum rounds out your podium drivers. Your 3 of Kenny McCulloch secures the top Groove Hard Charger Award. He'll finish back and forth. 5th place tonight belongs to Casey Duncan, with Anthony Keys back in 6th. 7th place here tonight to the 11 of John Finley. Anthony Hanley walking away trackside in 8th. 9th place tonight belongs to the 7 of Tyler Davala. Frank Reese rounds out your top 10 with Brandon Freeze finishing back in 11th. 12th place to the 53 of Jeremy Brooks, while the 13 of Jim Thorndike walks away from the track in 13th, 14th from the track, Max Williams. And rounding out your top 15, the 99 of Jimmy McKee. The 93 of John Mankowski walks away 16th, 17th tonight, belongs to the 47 of Braden Stomp. Kevin Blokma going to park the 85 back in 18th, 19th from the track side. Ryan Nicoletta, Corbin Simmons back in 20th. Scott Wise going to walk away 21st, 22nd tonight from New Smyrna Speedway. The 60 of Christopher McCullough. Andrew Moraz finishes tonight's race back in 23rd, 24th to Jason Branch, Jacob Williams, Aaron Cooper, Gary Wells, and Jacob Drift round out the field for tonight's race here at New Smyrna Speedway. Race number 7 in the bags. That's all she wrote. Join us, as always, race fans, in that continued push to 3,000 subscribers. Show these drivers some love and drop them that thumbs up. Click subscribe. Smash the bell over there on the right-hand side to get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Whether it's myself, Dave in the Cave, or anybody else back at the Turn 3 headquarters, we appreciate each and every one of you each and every time you stop by. And with that being said, we're going to roll up the cords and head on out. Until then, stay safe, stay loved, my friends, and we'll see you in Turn 3.